Hi there, Tibbs on the plot. It's mid-May and I've just come to have a quick look around. It's been a pretty wet week on the plot. Things don't look too bad. Got some strawberry plants in. We didn't have them before. We had some outside, but I'll put some more in the fruit cage, and there's a couple more raspberry canes there as well. And in front of those there's some sweet corn that's growing well, and on the other side we've got the raspberry and loganberry as well, with some more strawberry plants. Excuse the noisy birds, but I think it's the first bit of sunshine they've had this week. Got broad beans, a nice crop of broad beans growing. Looking forward to those. Soon be ready to pick. They're not quite firm at the moment, they're a bit squidgy, but there are dozens and dozens of broad beans there, so I'm looking forward to picking those. Very good. It was a nice surprise to see a few small ones coming up last week, but now there's loads of pods on there, so lovely. Looking forward to picking some broad beans in 2 or 3 weeks time. The apple trees are about done blossoming, so they seem to be going okay, not too bad at all. So the apple trees are fine, and we've got more strawberries under this netting here. They're the original ones we put in. They seem to be going okay as well. And this free tier bed we did the other week, we put some parsnips in. Not got any sight of the parsnips yet, but put a few marigolds in there as well. Plenty of weeds, obviously, there's always weeds, but yeah, no sign of the parsnips yet. Onions, they're doing okay. It's the Stuttgarter onions, they're getting massive now, so hopefully the weather will be warm enough soon. I think when it gets to about 16 degrees minimum, the top greenery stops growing and they should start swelling up. And then we've got the same over here with the silver moon onions, so they're still growing on top, but hopefully in a week or so they'll start swelling up as well. A couple of beds are now ready for more crops. Maybe some brassicas, not sure at the moment, but they're ready to go. Tidied them up last weekend. We did have spring cabbage in there before, but that's all been tidied up now. I've got blood and bone in there, compost. What else did I put in there? Perlite and Epsom salts. So that should be good for veg. And then here we've got some mixed carrots. Pleased to see we put them in nearly 2.5 weeks ago, and I'm pleased to see they are growing. We've got 3 lines of carrots are actually growing, so really chuffed to see them popping up. Yeah, so last year's were all bendy and forked, but this year in these beds I've loosened it all up, and with the perlite and the loose soil we've not compacted it. Hopefully we get some nice long root veg, so that's all good. So I'm really pleased about that. We've got mixed carrots growing, lovely job. And then rhubarb's doing okay, nothing to report there, but I'm going to leave that, and probably haven't given it enough food. I've been looking online and watching some YouTube videos, and apparently they're heavy feeders, so we need to get some more food on there, more nitrates. Potatoes, main crop of potatoes are in, and they're just starting to sprout through the ground. There's obviously lots of weeds there from last year when I took over the plot, but I'm pleased to see I've got the main crop of potatoes are popping up. You can see one there, one there, So there's a few lying around. Somehow one's popped out. I don't know whether some animals dug it up, but get rid of that. And the other week made a sweet corn cage. Hopefully it stops animals getting in. There has been rumours of badgers before, but we'll see how it goes. They'll definitely stop the birds, but not sure it'll stop any badgers. So that's sweet corn in. And then of course we've got honeysuckle. That's doing really well. All the dead leaves are gone and that's growing nicely now. And there's some gladdies over there as well. Got some gladiolas in there. And we did put some wild meadow seed down, but loads of bramble popped up from last year. I've chopped it all down with a strimmer, so I'm not sure if the wild meadow seed will make it. What I might have to do is cover this bit over and let it die off, and then put meadow seed on top. Try it that way. But yeah, that's a May update. Everything looking good. More stuff to go in the back plot. Nothing in there yet. I have to rake it over weekly to keep the weeds off. They're popping up weekly now. But over here we're going to have pumpkins and squash in this bed. But it's going to be a few weeks yet, maybe another month or 6 weeks. But nice to see sweet corn in. Nice to see. I can see probably every row potatoes popping up, so that's nice to see, and really pleased to see some carrots popping through. So everything looking good. Tib signing off.